Hey there guys, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews, and today we're going to talk about Angry Joe and the quartering and Battlefield V. So Angry Joe did a video talking about Battlefield V and why he feels Battlefield V is struggling, and he may have hurled some shit towards Trump supporters and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to say this. I don't think it's ever right to attack one political side. I typically try to avoid doing so. I do dislike PC culture and SJW style stuff, but I don't instantly hate every liberal because of it. I do think it is terrible to attack a side that you disagree with. I don't necessarily think that that's conducive of the way a democracy works. You're supposed to find different medians there and kind of find middle ground. That's how democracy itself works. So then you have Jeremy Hambley of the quartering, who is kind of having it out right now with Angry Joe. It's very interesting, you know, because Jeremy's very get woke, go broke. That's his thing. I don't know. They're kind of like duking it out over Battlefield V. And I want to clear a few things up, because Battlefield V having less pre-orders than Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty seems to really be a big topic. But I want to make this very clear. Battlefield V, or Battlefield in general, almost always has less pre-orders than Call of Duty. This isn't like some new, like, oh god, oh, because of what they said. I do agree there is probably more of it now because of what they said. Obviously, if your fans are outraged to an extent, and you are a game that focuses on historical accuracy, you telling your fans, hey, if you have a problem with this, don't buy our fucking game, that could kind of come back on you and people might not buy your game. Kind of crazy how that works. I do respect that they took that stance. But I usually don't pre-order the Battlefield games. That's not a game that I typically go out of my way to pre-order. I do like Battlefield, but I'll usually pick it up when it goes cheaper. Now, they're releasing in a close window to like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Call of Duty. Call of Duty, despite it having lost a lot of the traction that it currently used to have, or previously used to have, it's still an immensely popular game. Now, granted, I don't think Call of Duty is going to suck me in this year. I'm kind of sick of everyone just trying to be like, oh, we're adding Battle Royale. Battle Royale was, you know, so much fun when only a couple of games had it and it was special, but now we're going to put Battle Royale in everything. Like the Sesame Street Connect game Battle Royale. I have a Sesame Street shirt on. Wasn't that just flawless? So, I don't know. Call of Duty will always have probably more traction than what Battlefield does, and whether I agree with that being the case, I do feel Battlefield overall makes a better game. Call of Duty appeals to a wider audience. Call of Duty is able to appeal to casual gamers, whereas Battlefield V doesn't. So, now that's out of the way, we know Call of Duty usually has more pre-orders than Battlefield. And I mean, I worked at GameStop. I used to see what people pre-ordered. We always had less pre-orders on Battlefield V than what we did on Call of Duty. None of that is shocking. And right now, we don't even know how many pre-orders Battlefield V has. We don't know if it's like a, oh shit, no one's gonna buy this game kind of moment. I don't think it is that situation. But then, if you want to bring Red Dead Redemption 2 into the mix, this is Rockstar's first game since Grand Theft Auto V. And Grand Theft Auto V was a great game. The online saw great success, despite my arguments against the microtransactions. Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably going to be one of the best games this year, if not the best. I think the single-player story in Red Dead Redemption is going to be fantastic, and I'm sure that the online multiplayer is still going to be good, despite if it has microtransactions or not. See, that's where the fanboys got confused during my video, is I was disagreeing with the microtransactions in Red Dead that they're probably going to introduce because it made Grand Theft Auto V a stupid amount of money. I wasn't saying that the game itself was necessarily going to be trash. It was a play on it's going to suck you dry. That's literally how that video was titled. But, you know, fanboys will be fanboys, and right now you're getting to watch Angry Joe and the quartering fanboys, and right-leaning fanboys and left-leaning fanboys. I know I switched sides for that, isn't that just entertaining? But they're gonna be going at it. That's what this whole little dispute is gonna turn into. I don't dislike Angry Joe. I don't necessarily agree with him. I do feel that Battlefield probably burned a lot of their player base by saying, hey, just don't buy our game. It is what it is on that. Unfortunately, if you're going to take that stance, and especially when a lot of people are looking for realism from your game, like that's what you sell is realism in your games. Oh, we can destroy every wall. Oh, we're gonna be more accurate. They haven't really ever done a, here is a hypothetical take on a historical war. They've always tried to remain more accurate than most. Granted, they have their fallacies, like World War I having a whole bunch of fully automatic weapons that World War I typically wouldn't have had. So, with that also being said though, had they probably approached it from the standpoint of, hey, we're doing our own kind of like Black Ops thing, we're gonna take some historical freedoms here, and we're gonna make our own story out of this, and if you're a fan of us, just trust us. I feel that probably would have turned out better for them than saying, don't buy our game. I get it, he wanted to make a stance, but we're not exactly in an era where you can make a political stance and not have a backlash on it. Some people are gonna love your stance, some people are gonna hate it. Unfortunately, most people hate PC culture stance these days. I shouldn't say unfortunately, because even I hate it. So don't force virtue signaling and PC culture down my throat. But then you can also look at games like Kingdom Come Deliverance. That game tried to remain as historically accurate as it could, and it pissed off some people because they literally got upset saying, oh, certain races should have been in this, or yada yada yada, and then you had the guy on the No who was like, you're not historically accurate, you use health potions. Well, I mean, it is still a game, so you kind of have to get through that point, but for them to want to keep the history accurate, I don't really find health potions to be that breaking. But, it is what it is. I know some people will always be pissed off. That's just the way the internet works. You're gonna piss someone off eventually. I like to piss people off sometimes. I think it can be a very fun and liberating experience to watch fangirls cry themselves to sleep at night. And there are a lot of them. A lot of them really like to throw around beta, cuck, and soy boy. Those words seem to be... Keep in mind though, too, if you're probably using those words, you're probably all of those things. I feel real big and bad behind my keyboard. Yeah. Mom, I'm hungry for some pizza rolls. Soy boy. I'm just saying. But it is really interesting to watch Angry Joe get into some conflict, and especially with Jeremy Hambley of the Quartering, which I feel like Jeremy kind of blew it out of proportion, but I kind of feel that way about a lot of Jeremy's videos here and there. I feel like he fishes for things that aren't necessarily a big issue. And that's no offense to Jeremy. I understand he has his audience and his audience likes that. And I do like someone that he works with a lot, which is Bearing. So I get it. I don't know. I'm really interested to see where this goes. I like watching the two of them be able to talk about each other. It's not about you, bro. Angry Joe is very angry right now. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. What do you think is affecting Battlefield 5 sales? Do you think that Angry Joe and the Quartering are essentially running a marketing campaign right now for Battlefield 5 because, well, essentially, EA didn't? Just curious about your points on this. Also, if you want to follow me anywhere else, all my links are in the description box down below. And don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. You can also click that subscribe button and ding that little bell. I'm trying to talk really fast because there's a plane about to fly by and it's going to get really loud. Guys, I'll have plenty more content coming for you, so stick around.